In this video, I will summarize each of the key points in my favorite book, Poor Charlie's Almanack by Charlie Munger. This book explains how to use different frames of mind to solve problems and ways of thinking about business and life. Learning these principles will greatly improve the quality of your life and the decisions you make each day. I believe that if you truly want to live your best life, implementing these ways of thinking will give you an advantage because you will avoid certain pitfalls. Here's a summary of the key points in Charlie Munger's Poor Charlie's Almanack, starting off with 1. Lattice work of mental models. Munger emphasizes the importance of having a broad set of mental models from multiple disciplines. These models help in making better decisions by providing a variety of perspectives. 2. Elementary worldly wisdom. Munger advocates for practical wisdom that encompasses a basic understanding of various disciplines such as psychology, economics, history, and mathematics. 3. The importance of inversion. Munger often discusses the value of solving problems by inverting them, thinking about what you want to avoid instead of what you want to achieve. 4. Checklists. He stresses the importance of using checklists to prevent errors and ensure thoroughness in decision-making processes. 5. Avoiding biases. Recognizing and mitigating cognitive biases is crucial. Munger categorizes these biases and explains how they can impact our thinking and decisions. 6. Patience and discipline. Munger underscores the value of patience and discipline in investing and other aspects of life. He advocates for long-term thinking and avoiding impulsive decisions. 7. The power of incentives. Understanding how incentives drive behavior is critical. Munger explains how aligning incentives can lead to desired outcomes. 8. Circle of competence. Knowing the limits of one's knowledge and staying within one's circle of competence is a key principle. It helps in making more informed and effective decisions. 9. Continuous learning. Lifelong learning and self-improvement are essential. Munger himself is an avid reader and encourages others to consistently seek knowledge. 10. Role of ethics and integrity. Munger believes in maintaining high ethical standards and integrity in all dealings. This builds trust and long-term success. 11. Multidisciplinary approach. Combining insights from various disciplines to solve complex problems is a recurring theme in Munger's philosophy. 12. Investment philosophy. Munger's investment principles include buying undervalued companies, focusing on the intrinsic value, and having a margin of safety. 13. Human nature and psychology. He delves into human behavior, explaining how understanding psychological tendencies can improve decision-making and improve personal relationships. By synthesizing wisdom from various fields, Munger provides a comprehensive framework for thinking and decision-making that goes beyond conventional business strategies. I would like to go deeper into these key points and talk about Charlie's mental models. The mental models in this book encompass a broad array of concepts from various disciplines. So what are each of Charlie Munger's mental models? Psychological models. 1. Cognitive biases. Understanding biases such as confirmation bias, availability bias, and anchoring. Let's list all the biases talked about in this book. Cognitive misjudgments. Liking, loving bias. Overvaluing the opinions and actions of those we like or love. Disliking, hating bias. Undervaluing the opinions and actions of those we dislike or hate. Doubt avoidance. Tendency. The tendency to avoid doubt by reaching conclusions prematurely. Inconsistency avoidance. Tendency. The tendency to resist change and maintain consistency with past behavior and beliefs. Social influences. Social proof. Groupthink. The tendency to follow the actions and opinions of others. Authority. Misinfluence tendency. The tendency to overvalue the opinions of authority figures. Incentive-caused bias. The powerful influence of incentives on behavior, often leading to irrational or unethical actions. Envy, jealousy, negative feelings and irrational behavior driven by envy and jealousy. Memory and perception biases, availability, misweighing tendency, overemphasizing information that is easily available or recent. Recency bias, giving undue importance to recent events over historic ones. Contrast misreaction tendency, misjudging the difference between two things presented sequentially. Emotional influences, stress, influence tendency, how stress affects judgment and decision making. Pain avoiding psychological denial, avoiding facing painful realities. Overconfidence and ego biases. Overoptimism, unrealistic expectations of positive outcomes. Overconfidence, excessive belief in one's own abilities and judgments. Ego depletion, decision fatigue resulting from the constant exercise of self-control. Miscellaneous biases, anchoring, relying too heavily on the first piece of information encountered. Outcome bias, judging a decision based on its outcome rather than the quality of the decision at the time it was made. Survivorship bias, focusing on successful examples while ignoring failures. Hindsight bias, seeing events as having been predictable after they have already occurred. Sunk cost fallacy, continuing an endeavor due to previously invested resources, time, money, effort, rather than current rational analysis. Biological tendencies, deprival superreaction tendency, the strong reaction to losing something of value. Chemical dependency, influence of substances like alcohol or drugs on decision-making. Hormonal influence, impact of hormones on behavior and judgment. By understanding these biases, Munger advocates for a more rational and less error-prone approach to thinking and decision-making. Recognizing and mitigating these biases can lead to better decisions in both personal and professional contexts. Let's get back to Charlie's mental models. 2. Pavlovian association, the power of conditioning and associative learning. 3. Incentive-caused bias, how incentives drive behavior. 4. Social proof, the influence of others' actions on our decisions. 5. Reciprocity, the tendency to return favors. 6. Commitment and consistency, the desire to act consistently with our commitments. 7. Authority, the influence of authority figures. 8. Contrast, misdirection, evaluating options based on comparison rather than absolute value. 9. Influence tendency, how stress affects decision-making. 10. Availability misweighing, overemphasizing information that is readily available. Economic models. 11. Supply and demand, the basic economic principle of market equilibrium. 12. Opportunity cost, the cost of foregone alternatives when making decisions. 13. Comparative advantage, specializing in tasks where one has a lower opportunity cost. 14. Mr. Market, treating the market as an irrational entity that offers opportunities. 15. Creative destruction, the process of innovation driving out outdated industries. 16. Economies of scale, cost advantages due to the scale of operation. 17. Law of diminishing returns, decreasing additional benefit with increased investment. Business and management models. 18. Margin of safety, investing with a buffer to protect against errors. 19. Brand power, the influence and value of strong brand identities. 20. Value investing, buying securities for less than their intrinsic value. 21. Circle of competence, focusing on areas where one has expertise. 22. Competitive advantage, the factors that allow a company to outperform its competitors. 23. Chain of command, hierarchical structure in organizations, mathematics and statistics models. 24. Probability, evaluating the likelihood of outcomes. 25. Compounding, the exponential growth of returns or interest over time. 26. Bayesian thinking, updating probabilities based on new evidence. 27. Standard deviation and variance, measuring the spread of data points. 28. Regression to the mean, the tendency of extreme outcomes to return to the average. Physics and engineering models, 29. Critical mass, the minimum amount necessary to produce a significant effect. 30. Thermodynamics, concepts like entropy and energy transfer. 31. Backup systems, redundancies to prevent failure. Biology models. 32. Natural selection, the process of evolution and survival of the fittest. 33. Ecology, interdependence within ecosystems. 34. Evolutionary psychology, the influence of evolutionary forces on human behavior. History and sociology models. 35. Feedback loops, the reinforcing positive and balancing negative loops in systems. 36. Authority and hierarchy, the structure and dynamics of power. 37. Human cooperation, the dynamics of working together for mutual benefit. Miscellaneous models 38. First principles thinking, breaking down complex problems into fundamental elements. 39. Second-order thinking, considering the long-term consequences of actions. 40. Occam's razor, preferring the simplest explanation that fits the facts. 41. Hanlon's razor, never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity. Munger's approach integrates these mental models into a cohesive framework for understanding the world and making better decisions. Each model provides a different perspective, helping to build a robust and adaptable mindset. I would like to expand upon what Charlie said about inversion. Charlie frequently emphasizes the importance of inversion in problem solving. One of his well-known quotes encapsulates this concept. All I want to know is where I'm going to die, so I'll never go there. Inversion involves approaching problems from the opposite perspective to uncover insights that might be missed by conventional thinking. Munger advises using inversion to identify and avoid potential pitfalls rather than focusing solely on positive outcomes. By considering what actions or decisions could lead to failure, one can create strategies that are more robust and error-resistant. In practical terms, Munger suggests avoiding stupidity. Often, avoiding bad decisions is more important than making brilliant ones. Identifying what not to do. By listing what could go wrong or what should be avoided, one can develop a clearer path to success. Simplifying complex problems. Inverting a problem can make it simpler and more manageable by stripping it down to its essentials. Avoiding laziness. Munger warns against the pitfalls of laziness and complacency. He believes that taking shortcuts or not putting in the necessary effort can lead to suboptimal results and missed opportunities. Hard work is essential to achieving excellence and making meaningful contributions. Daily effort. Munger stresses the importance of putting in your best effort every single day. He believes that consistent daily effort compounds over time and leads to significant accomplishments. This daily commitment to hard work can differentiate a person from their peers and lead to greater opportunities. Continuous improvement. Munger believes in the concept of continuous learning and improvement. He emphasizes the need to constantly work on oneself and strive for betterment every day. He is known for his voracious reading habit and encourages others to do the same as a way to expand knowledge and stay intellectually engaged. Munger's use of inversion aligns with his broader philosophy of using a variety of mental models to approach problems from multiple angles, ensuring a thorough decision-making process. Manish Prabhai, a very successful businessman and investor, has been quoted saying he reads this book once a year, and he feels that reading and understanding this book could prove to be more valuable than a conventional college degree. Many people have used these mental models to increase their wealth and make a lot of money. For me personally, having these ways of thinking makes perseverance possible for me. Without them, I would feel as if I was going through life making choices by shooting in the dark and just hoping for the best. I tried that for years, and I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. You have to abandon the why me thought process when life throws you a curveball. Adopting these practices will make you wise. I hope this summary gives you a shortcut to how to use practical thinking to have the advantage when navigating through life. If you enjoyed this, please take the time to read the book or listen to the audio version, like and subscribe for more videos, and hit the notification bell icon so you can be alerted when more videos are released. Thank you